Good morning, everybody. This is Brian in for JJ on Bobby and JJ Radio here this morning. Really excited. We have our first guest, Mr. Angelo Vescio with San Antonio Hackers Association. You got to tell us more, man. Tell us more about this. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
So about me or about the organization?
Both, yeah.
Okay. Well, starting with me, I was in the military for a little while, got out, really needed a job, and thought, hey, why not computers? And it kind of snowballed from there, from forensics, malware research, and then on into like offensive capabilities, and now into just kind of freelance consulting and working for local cybersecurity groups, stuff like that. So that is kind of the history of me, briefly.
That is terrifying. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you're not allowed to touch my cell phone. I just want you to know that. Not that there's any incriminating. I just want to be.
Just don't swipe right.
Yeah, don't swipe right. So now talk a little bit about the company, San Antonio Hackers Association.
So it's more like just a loose consortium of individuals. We don't, you show up at Geekdom 6:30, 6th of every month, and you can talk security, we're usually pretty weapons free on what you can talk about, what you can discuss. Mm-hmm. We turn off the cameras, block everything out so that nobody feels like they can't present something that
don't want anyone getting hacked. Yeah.
Well, we just and if you've got something that you would like to show off, then we allow that
this
too.
Is your time.
Yeah.
So who would use your services?
Anybody can really show up, and they can learn from us. They can ask any questions. I've had school teachers show up and ask, hey, how do I get started in the community? I'm trying to transition, do career roles that way. I'm trying to learn more about forensics and recovering data. So we'll go through all that, and we've got people from all walks of life to help you through there.
And right now, how many people are part of the association?
Mailing list is about 100 strong, but we heavily groom it. If you don't show up, you don't participate, you're not on there. We had a series of events where there would be people like legal beagles and whatnot that would join the list in the hopes of kind of seeing something interesting, and the occasional press person, and we're like, no, sorry, you got to show up. I have to see you. We have to shake hands and actually identify you before we let you out.
So let's just say Brian had to hack the FBI system to take something off.
We're just going straight into it, all right.
Something that happened when he was a little younger that he's not very proud of.
There you go.
Can you help him with that?
Clear his name? No. I can't get in there and get that charge erased.
You're still not allowed to be near schools.
That's fine. I'm okay. Bobby, but he's a wild animal over there. Just don't pay attention to him sometimes. So one question I do have is, people probably show up. They probably want to ask for some crazy off-the-wall stuff, like exactly what Bobby's talking about. What are some crazy things that you usually get, like request-wise?
The ones that we get most frequently are, can you get into my ex whatever's email, phone, things like that, and we say, well, no, and you shouldn't try to either.
Yeah.
It's not that we don't support the interesting art of acquiring access. It's more that don't ask anybody else to do your dirty work, and we don't officially support any of that. So you come up with a new technique, I'm all ears. You want somebody to just go in and access things illegally like that? I'm not. We're not your people.
That's what I was getting at, right? I don't look good in orange, man. I don't want to mess around with that.
I don't think anybody does.
Yeah, exactly. Except for Ricky Fowler. I think he looks pretty good in orange. All right. So when people actually get together, you talked about teachers, students, other people. I mean, so what is their main goal? I mean, we're not just trying to learn how to hack into things, right? This is the end game is really just a collective minds that really are into kind of just like this encryptive kind of system, right? Jumping in and really just kind of breaking things down code-wise.
Yeah, it's nice to see. We're really providing people with good operational security, using your phones properly, using your computer properly, really trying to, I support encryption for everybody on disk. Nobody should be able to look at your comms at any point in time.
Yeah.
And we try to teach people how to be safe, secure, and really get into the art of it all. If that's what they so choose.
Yeah.
There's a lot of leading edge research that we do with regard to either malware analysis, access techniques, things like that are really lost if you try to go online and search all these things out. Usually it's you talk to somebody, they know about a presentation, they know about another person in the area. Like I would not have gotten as far in certain elements of my cell phone research I hadn't had the help of the community introduce me to somebody who actually works in that domain, and then I could talk to them and verify some information, and we just help each other like that.
That's good.
So.
That's good. And then also, on top of that, if someone wants to get in there, one of the most common threats that people don't realize is how much their home Wi-Fi network is not encrypted to a certain extent where people can actually break in there. So is that something where I can get in and say, hey, I just want to make my home a safer place? Is that something where they can learn those techniques to do that?
Yeah, a lot of homes these days, a lot of home routers are usually set up pretty well, WPA2 and
Lost
other.
me.
It's
Lost
just a wireless
Yeah.
just a wireless protection mechanism, right? So if they're weak passwords are really what kills you there. Somebody
Right.
just brute forcing a password and it's password 123.
Hey, how'd you know my
I
password?
was just going to say that.
You
It's on my luggage, my iPhone. No, I'm just kidding.
Thought that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, there you go. Nice.
So what if somebody
Spaceballs
wants
reference.
to join? Is there any fee to be part of the San Antonio Hackers Association?
No, and oftentimes we provide the liquor, so just show up and have a drink and listen to some presentations, and that's what we do.
Brilliant.
That sounds like our kind of party.
Well,
Nice. All right. Well, you've heard it here, Mr. Angelo Vescio. Is that correct?
Vescio.
Vescio. Okay, yeah. Angelo Vescio. Sorry. With San Antonio Hackers Association. If you guys are interested in joining, he's available to kind of help you guys. Their monthly meetings are the 6th of December. Is their next meeting? Is that correct?
yeah, that's the next meeting.
At 6:30 p.m. And you guys meet how often in Geekdom Event Center?
Once a month.
Once a month. Perfect.
What would be a good number to reach at?
The email address vesh@satxhackers.org usually works fine. I don't, I have like this phone and then my phone at home, and
Yeah.
I don't give out either usually.
Okay, so definitely reach them on the email.
Yep,
Yeah, thank
absolutely. So again, Angelo Vescio with San Antonio Hackers Association, and you can reach him at vesh@satxhackers.org.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, folks, we'll be right back with Bobby and JJ Radio.